You know, these are the moments where I tell myself, bruh, you need a bigger operating space because look at this guy, dude. He is gargantuan. And that's Magic Square's masterpiece Bruticus. And he is really something to behold, really, really. And in this video, I'm actually going to break him down into individual parts and show you how to turn him into the limb mode. Most of the guys are going to be in their vehicle form. Onslaught is going to be in his robot form, and you get to see how it kind of all comes together. I did want to show you a size comparison. He's almost twice this dude's height. And in terms of this dude, he's probably like 30% bigger or even 25% bigger or something like that. He looks taller because he's a little bit in the foreground. And this is a Weijing Predaking, and this obviously Studio Series 86 Devastator. But yeah, and also if I can peel the curtain back, break the fourth wall, so to speak, I recorded this video over the course of like a week or something. And so audio fidelity, tone of voice, everything, it might just all be so inconsistent as I'm going through each of the individual bots. But bear with me, and I hope you enjoy the video, okay? Stick around. Thanks. Okay, so let's start with Onslaught. You can see that half of him has been transformed just to aid me later on as a guide. But I did want to show you the individual, the extraneous pieces, basically, and just kind of talk about the pros and cons. First, this piece over here. So spinning around, that's fine. It has a ratchet and everything built in, but some of the springs are uber duper. This is okay, but this is actually on a separate joint. It's on a separate ratchet that's supposed to allow him to bend forward. It's crazy tough. It's crazy tough. And so unless I do something about the spring, I think basically applying all that force on this thin bar, it's not a good idea. And so I did want to let you know that it's there, but it's pretty non-functional unless you do something about that. Okay, so just kind of buyer beware. The leg going backward, that's all fine. And you can hear all the springs because this bit is kind of hollow. You can actually slide this off because the silver legs, those will kind of, you can kind of replace it once they release it. So this bit, you see this? It looks like it's stuck, right? This can traverse this section in the middle. It's just that you just kind of press it forward a little bit and then you can get that, but it's not an easy flex. And so, oof. Yeah, I mean, I can appreciate the ratchets. I really, really can. And I think they're appropriate for the combiner of this scale, but it just doesn't flow perfectly. There's a little bit of clearance issue. Side to side is not bad. That's the easiest one. And the back as well. But then the joints, the ratchets, everything just feels very, very solid. But again, just be mindful of the parts that I pointed out. Next, we have the torso over here, or excuse me, the chest piece, I guess. This is a separate part, the wing bit, and then the chest shield, rather. And this is also a separate part as well. You'll see when we install this on Onslaught, these parts will have a little bit of difficulty going in, and you can't see them when you're pressing them, and so you got to do your best to orient them. And only once you get it right, you'll be able to bring this down and have this hook in. But mind you, these bits over here are also kind of thin, and so don't try to, hold on, is that a stress mark? No, it's not. But don't try to force this in, because if you do, you're going to be pressing force against it, or this way, either way. And that's going to be prone to breakage if you do that excessively. And so just wanted to kind of give you a heads up. Head sculpt looks dope though. The eyes, I don't know if they're supposed to be some type of light up gimmick or something like that, maybe in a future release, because they are translucent. And they're translucent probably for a reason, right? I don't know. But otherwise, yeah, great up and down, great left and right. It's really good. It's really, really good. These sometimes fall off, but okay, like that. But if you want to glue it, you can glue it, and that's not going to be a big issue. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a quick sneak peek of that. And now let's move on to Onslaught. Hey, really quick with a commercial break from our sponsor, TF Safari, tfsafari.com. Check them out for all of your mecha needs from first, second, third, fourth party. They also do upgrades as well. You're not going to find a lot of sites that cater to different tastes and needs. tfsafari.com. And if you do go there, utilize the codes that you see on the top right corner of the screen and save yourself a little bit of change, man. They are a very reliable vendor. They are out of China. They ship to you in about 2 weeks, super sturdy boxes. And yeah, tfsafari.com. Can't say enough nice things about them. And so thank you so much, TF Safari, for sponsoring this video. All right. It kind of looks like my man scratching his back, right? But it's pretty easy to transform. And like I said, it's easiest to do it once he's in this bot mode. And so what you're going to do is you're going to tuck this toe inside the foot, or excuse me, inside the calf. And for those of you who sent me well wishes, thanks. I'm feeling a little bit better. It is flu season, and thank goodness I got my flu shot. But yeah, it's going around, you know. And all of this will actually open up. I'm forgetting. Okay, order of operation. I guess that's the one that opens up first. And then you can start opening everything up over here, right? You saw that, right? It tabs in over here, it tabs in over here. I mean, it's really, really an ingenious kind of very smart way of doing this. And then after that, you're just going to fold up the foot. And then you're going to close everything up. Again, order of operation. I think you got to bring this down. Then you can close that side bit. You can close the front bit. And then you can close the back bit. Yeah, like that. And that should be it. And I think the knees, you know how the knees for all of these guys, they do this thing? I believe it's just like this. Yeah. Later on, you will crack this part open, but at least in terms of the knees and the calf orientation, this should be right. We're going to open up all of this in a second, but before it gets too messy, we'll just kind of focus on the arm. It's pretty easy to do, and the head's just going to remain here. And once he's done, he's not going to have, as you saw in the pieces earlier, like he's not going to become the thigh or anything. He's just this burger, this discus in the middle, kind of. But that's what it is, right? So you're going to bring this up, and just think, just the green parts, you want it to be touching his ear, and that's pretty easy, right? And this part, you see that the tire is revealed, right? And so you're going to have to do that for this part. You're just going to bring this out, and then bring this out over here, and then again, green part inward. You're going to turn that around. Then you can see that the tires are on the outside, right? You want to orient it like that. Let that kind of be a guide for you. And then what's going to happen is this piece is going to dislodge. There you go. And it will move in. Oops, you got to get this down here. And then this is going to fold up over here, but you are going to turn the fist. Then after that, it's really a matter of just folding it up properly, which I have not done. There you go. And you're just going to do that. Do I wish it tabbed in better? Yes. I do wish these arms tabbed in together, or there was something else. I mean, eventually they're going to be locked in, but I do wish just natively by themselves there was a little bit more security, but it doesn't really matter. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to open up the backpack. You're going to pop that open, and then you can use this to just kind of pull out, oops, to pull out this side section because it is integral. And then this top piece is also going to open up. Now you can open up everything. These will retract, and this will spin around. And as you close this, you want to bring this out like so. Okay. And same thing for the other side. Bring all of this goodness out. Retract that. Spin that. Now what we're going to do is, and make sure that this is all centered, we are going to, I got all loud. We are going to, hey, some of you commented that on my shorts that my voice sounds different sometimes. It is true. Depending on what time of the day I record the shorts, my voice will be different. Peak is in the afternoon when I've woken up, had some food and stuff like that. Mornings is when you hear the blah, 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 blah. In the evenings, you start hearing a little bit more croak as well, just because, you know, I've had a long day. But anyway, yeah, so for those of you who asked about that, that's the reason. Okay, so now we're going to fold this up, and what's going to happen is, you see that piece? You are going to align that with this. And then you will be able to close, here, let me just show you. You're going to be able to close this entire thing on top of this area to lock it in. So we're going to bring that piece up. And where is it? Wait, what? I was talking a big game, and wait a minute. All right, hold on for a second. Oh, okay, I remember. So what you got to do is you got to bring this up, and I was wrong. This is going to tab into, where is it? This piece, not this piece over here. And there is another part. Where was that? Oh, this. That part is going to tab into that part. So again, bring this all the way up so that this hooks into that side over here. And then from there, you're going to bring this down and have that blindly tab into the arm. I can't see it. There we go. And then after that, they say that you're supposed to bend this part down like so. And I can dig that, and we can close. Can we close this? No, don't close it yet. Yeah, because there's going to be the legs, and they're going to go through here. So on this side, we'll do the same thing. And by the way, thanks for watching. If you guys are still here just chilling, I appreciate it. Yeah, I know and if you're a regularly, or if you regularly consume stuff from this channel, you know that my production schedule is kind of slowed down. It's just because work is crazy right now. I hope to be able to reveal what's been going on in the subsequent months, because I think it's kind of cool, but not now. For now, just know that I have a ton of work. Okay, everything's there, and this all tabbed together. This dovetailed together, and now you got to bring these up. So the unfortunate thing is, there's like nothing that like locks this into place. You could just bring it up, and I guess there's a little bit of a stopper, but it doesn't click. It just prevents it from falling out. And I wish that was a little better. I feel like they could have implemented something really, really simple and resolved that. But c'est la vie. Say la vie. But that's pretty nuts. Okay, so from here, this is what it all should be looking like. And then from here, what you're going to do is you're going to do this. You are going to bring these out. I think these you can eventually close, but for the time being, you need them to get clearance for the leg. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring the leg up, and then you're going to spin this. Oh, wait. Spin that till it's like that. Yeah, and then you're going to bring this up. Then this is the part where you can kind of separate the section. You can bring this up, and then, oh, you know what? Why did I close this? I told myself that I was not supposed to close this. Oh, no. Okay, so this bit over here, okay, there's actually a couple of places. There's that little tab is supposed to plug into the arms, but yeah, I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to see, and to be honest, I don't think it's worth it. We can focus on that, but it's just, I don't know, man. So you do that, and then you bring that in, and that is now secure, my dear. And we could spend time trying to look for that tab orientation, but again, I don't think it does much. So that's that. Then we can bring that down. And that's just going to be like that. And then just adjust the leg, because you just want it to be perpendicular as much as possible. Again, about a 45-degree turn. Turn. There you go. Dislodge. Bend. And this part was supposed to be open. Get that to slide. I think it's really quite smart, actually, even though this is just some nugget piece. It's yeah, it's pretty well done. See, this just kind of like keeps sliding in, right? But at the same time, I'm kind of like manhandling it right now. But anyway, so this is it. Just making sure everything's lined up. And you want to make sure everything is lined up, because those little holes, they need to find homes in the chest piece, you know what I mean? Same thing for these tabs as well. And so it is imperative that you get the what is it, the height right. But fortunately, these will be your friends, and they're pretty amenable to that. Yeah. Okay. Let me take a breather really quick, and then we'll install the torso so you can see what that looks like. Okay. All right, here he goes. And dude, he's so ginormous. He's so big. You slide that in there like that. I do wish there was more, because like I said, I'm very afraid of pushing this forward right now to put the pressure over here. The force is kind of in the wrong spot, you know? I mean, you could lift them up backwards and you could try to do something, but I wouldn't. I personally wouldn't. And I don't feel like messing with that spring right now. But if you watch other folks' videos about this dude, some of them, I think MGO did it. He undid the spring so that it could do the ab crunch. But yeah, even then he said it's extremely tight. So that little post is going to plug into there. And then those bits, I hope I've been showing them, the circle and the little rectangle are supposed to align with those sections up there. These two spots. So hopefully I can get it right. The belly part obviously is easy, right? But the arms, the shoulders, hey, wait a minute. All right. It seemed to line up pretty good, but it's not good enough because you can see that I can't tab this in. And without that being tabbed in, sure, it will stay, but you got to imagine Vortex and Blast Off, or excuse me, either way, whatever, they're going to be plugging in and they're going to be adding some force to there. So you definitely want to make sure that this is clamped down as best as possible, but it's pretty difficult, in my opinion. Let me do it off camera, okay? Okay, I got it done, but I couldn't get it 100%. I just ended up not pushing these down because I could force it, but it'll just put too much horizontal pressure on this thing. I think the key is I need to get this in to sit cleaner. I just can't though. I don't know where to apply the force. And it is held in also. Oh, see, this is kind of coming off. I think it might be troublesome when I have the arms hanging down, or the weight is going to help keep this down. But yeah, I just can't get that to fasten reliably. And now it's all kind of coming undone. See, it does kind of tab in on the inside as well, and that's fine. But just all the other bits. I did in the dress rehearsal earlier. Well, you're just going to have to trust me on it. I will continue to fix it, fidget and fix it off camera. But let's move on. Let's move on to the next guy. And hopefully by the time we're done with everybody, this will be sorted. All right, so next we're going to work on Swindle. But man, I just want to say, I was gone for way longer than I care to admit to get this guide all to get set in place, but it's done. It's done. Took some time though. I'm not gonna lie. So anyway, this we're gonna have to basically split the legs open, and this piece will come down. Yeah, just like that. And then you can slide on that thigh piece over there. But man, it took me so long to get this to close because I did not shave down this nub. It's way too fat. And you can't really get anything around there to push it through. So it's a little bit of a burn. But now we have the leg, and this is something straight out of like Iron Factory's playbook, right? I mean, they also did that. Magic Square also did their own thing, of course. And I'm okay with it, you know? I know some people are super averse to like parts forming and stuff like that. Dude, why can I not get that in there? There we go. Some people are super averse to parts forming, but I don't mind, man. I don't mind. If you need to get it, if you need to add a little extra to get it done, to get the look. That's just me personally though, you know. Come on. See, it's difficult because you're blind to where the connection is. I can see that it's in here, but it's like, I can't quite get it lined up. Let me do it off camera. All right, that took way more effort than I care to admit. It's because it's that same thing. I just didn't shave down the post or make the port bigger. And because this can't close freely, I mean, it's going to even have even a bigger time. It's going to even have more difficulty basically working with the foot. But I got it to work. And mind you, oh no, I messed this up. This has to be up. Oh man. Man. This has to be up. Wait a minute. What's going on? Oh. And now we're going to have to get the foot back on. It took me so long. All right, hold up, man. All right, I got it done. Now you got to close this. Dude, I need some water. You need to close this on top of this, but I'm not sure if the angle's right, dude. Did I like mess everything up? Because it won't lock in place. Oh, no. Oh, Lordy. In principle, that part is supposed to go into one of these things. I think it's the bottom one, or it could be the top one. Let me try this off camera because, oh, I don't know why everything's giving me so much trouble. Oh, Lord. Here's what the issue was. I had to flex out this hinge. It was going in at the wrong angle. So now that I've straightened that out, this should tap in. Okay, there we go. And there's the foot. I think the steering wheel, maybe you're supposed to hide it. Maybe you're supposed to fold that up. But at this point, I don't care. We just got him into his foot mode. This might flip up. I mean, it can, you know, but I don't want to think about it right now, dude. Dude, it took so long to get here. Nice, 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 right? And then, yeah, that's really about it. I mean, can it turn? No, I don't think it can. I thought it could, but that sounds, that's all that sounds all wonderful, doesn't it? And so, oh my gosh, he's heavy. And so the way that this is going to work is we're going to bring that down, and you're just going to slide it in as far as it will go. That sounds like I'm taking it down. And then you try to push it with the bumper if necessary, but I think it's in there. And like, I'm like, I can see him, but you can't. I don't even know I'm going to film the final shot now. He's so big. Hold up. Like, he's massive, right? Like, I don't know how I'm going to record all of this, dude. But anyway, it's a good problem to have, and I'll figure it out. But now we have Swindle installed. Cool. Cool. All right. So we are going to work on Brawl. And dude, can I just like break the fourth wall really quick with you guys? Dude, this is the fourth day that I've been working on this project, and it's because I just don't have any time right now. My wife is out of town, and so I'm doing double duty, so to speak. And on top of that, I just have a ton of work. Today's Sunday, and I've had to, by the way, this looks really, really nice. I had to put in a decent amount of work today as well. But it's necessary, and I don't hate, you know, my job or anything for it. I totally get it, you know. But anyway, so yeah, this is like Sunday, and I deserve this, so I'm gonna do it right now, and I'll just stop talking. But yeah, I really wish I could be cranking out more videos and stuff. It's so much fun. I just have a huge backlog right now, but time has not been my friend. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for listening to me vent. And so that's why my voice may sound different too, because right now is the end of the day right now. Oh, okay. To get this, what's going to happen is I originally thought that this was going to be the area where it connected to the foot, but it's not. You actually have this section, and then this spins. And then what's going to happen here is this is going to untab, and it's going to retab itself. I said retab. Itself back into, I can't see it right now. Okay, there we go. Okay, so you're gonna have to split this basically, and once you do that, it's gonna be the similar thing with Swindle. It's not as bad though, but you still may encounter a little bit of difficulty squeezing this back together. But let's crack him open, and then you just basically plug this in right here, dude. It's a beautiful green, isn't it? I mean, dude, these guys have been such a treat to just play with and to review and stuff. And it's their first masterpiece combiner, you know, and so it's not perfect. It's not perfect. There are definitely areas where they need to address, but it's pretty darn good. It's pretty darn good. And so kudos to them. Yeah. But you gotta break this guy open. Oh, that wasn't that bad. Hey, that wasn't that bad. And you just need to get it wide enough where you can squeeze that leg joint in there. And I should have brought that. Let me go grab that really quick. Bro, he's so big. I get tired holding him. I'm super weak, dude. Dude, he's heavy. But I got to get this on here. But it's going to be very difficult. I need two hands to basically pry this open. So let me see if I can move this up. Come on. Oh, this is the thing that I was talking about, right? And I'm going to hurt my finger if I put it there. There we go. There we go. All right, let me see if I could set him down really quick. And I took, what's his name? Swindle off, and now I'm like, oh man, I got to put him back on. So, okay, we just need to get this open, and then have it sandwich this. Okay, I think I got it. Yay! Yaser beam, hooray! I was about to cry. I thought the video wasn't recording. I was like, no! All right, let's have his Cinderella moment. This is hilarious, right? I'm sure this is the prettiest he's ever felt. Squeeze that in, and that should be able to tab very securely. Nice, dude. Ah, I'm in a good mood. Let's see if we can get Swindle on here. It's just a slide in Oh my goodness. Oh my, I know you're just looking at a sack, my bad. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm gonna, I don't know how I'm gonna like record this whole thing, dude. Oh, all right, man, we're gonna have to figure it out. Um, should we transform the helicopter, vortex and blast off? Because I just did those videos, you know? And part of me is lazy because I already have them in their arm modes right now, but it's okay, dude. Just for the sake of consistency and just so we can talk. Maybe it's for me. Anyway, we'll move on to Vortex next, okay? All right, we are back, friends, and we're going to transform Mr. Vortex. And I was going to say, you know, it's a very interesting thing recording this thing throughout so many different days. It's that you have a completely different, you're in a completely different frame of mind, you know? Oh, by the way, if you need to lift this up, do not lift it up by these tiny things because they are very weak. Just try to guide it up using the propellers as I'm doing right now. Because, yeah, they don't need that stress. Nobody needs that stress. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, it allows you to be in a completely different frame of mind. And if you watch by the way, sorry, interrupting myself all the time. If you watch this video before the Vortex one, you know that more or less what's happening is you're just untabbing all this stuff because this has to spin around. And essentially, it's just this, except it's all tabbed in, you know? So, spudger. But, yeah, what was I saying? But yeah, in a completely different frame of mind. I think it's this bit. Yeah, that unlocks that because it has a little dove. Then we'll get that open. And yeah. But yeah, thanks for being here and thanks for watching. Really appreciate all of that. Because without you guys, yeah, this would not be happening. I mean, of course, I have to be doing my part as well, right? I got to deliver the content. Oh, you know what? Totally forgot. Got to bring this up first. Yeah. I could be making the content, but if no one's consuming it, then yeah, we got an issue. So appreciate it, my friends. Oh, I forgot. This is also tabbed into here. Nuts, right? But I feel like I can get away without untabbing this. Dude, this kind of drives me crazy. How do I open this? Because it's tabbed in there. Okay. All right, I got it. I was able to fish it out. Oh, and this one kind of fished out already. Nice. Nice. It's a win. Okay, now that we've done that, can I move this? Yeah, I can. We're gonna open up this part. When I'm straining it all, I'm about to take a dump. Dude. I feel like that's a universal thing that we can all align on, but we don't. It's like taking a dump in our pants. And if people are like, no, actually, that never happened to me. I'm like, all right, man, fine. You know, I'm a closet like stand-up comedian. I have all these jokes and stuff that I want to do, but I'm deathly afraid of being in front of an audience, so it will never happen. But nonetheless, I just say them to myself, and I laugh because I think they're. Oops, I almost cursed because I think they're funny. I almost really cursed. I think. I don't know if this is supposed to bend further because I can't do anything. Oh no! You do have to lift these up. Let's try it. And then what will happen is something tabs into. I thought this tabbed in, but maybe not. I guess it just tabs into that. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I think I was supposed to put in the fist. Maybe I can still do it right now. And this is cool. I like the little curved area over here so that you could just kind of slide it in. Kind of. That's right. It adheres to the nose part right over here. That's right. That's right. All right. Everything's kind of like snapping in place. That's that's a nice feeling. Maybe that's it. Okay. Man, what a day. What a day. this part, so if we, there's this piece right now, this part. If we don't want it to hinge there, because the elbow hinge is actually down over here, you can actually lock that in. Oh no, maybe it's not him. Maybe it's blast off. Oh no, 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 no. It's this bit. That will kind of block that. You see that? So once this goes down, if I could open up the head, but at the same time, I kind of don't want to undo all of this. Let me see if, hold up. Let's see if we can MacGyver this. You guys know what MacGyver is? Okay, I think I did it. Yeah, I did it. Sweet. Richard Dean Anderson. I think there was a reboot, no? Okay, so in the instructions, I think it shows it as, oops, this part collapsed. It shows it as the tail being up. Dude, this side collapsed too. What's going on? But for some reason, I don't know, I feel like the tail's supposed to be down. And I hope I caught all of that in the camera. This, whereas Blastoff's elbow hinges at the legs, I believe he hit. I believe his is at the waist. Yeah, I can kind of see it there. There we go. But I'm still debating on whether we're going to keep it like that or we're gonna fold it up. Let's try with the folded look first. Oh, we can keep it up. Fine, we'll just keep it up. I think I forgot to do something over here. It connects over here, but I guess I have to open this up, maybe. Because the maybe I didn't need to open it up. Or I did. Oh yeah, I guess so, because you got to slide it in. All right, let me do it off camera. All right, now you can see he is slid in there. And so afterward, we'll just get that tail, then raise it up, and everything will be good, okay? Dude, he's looking good, man. Like, he's looking really, really good. Like, wow. Wow, you can see tracks over here. But wow. That's nuts, huh? I think I need to clean up the arm, like right over there. I need to make it a little bit straighter, but I mean, I could do that in a second. But that's amazing. It takes my breath away, actually. Wow. All right, let's finish up with Blast Off. Actually, I'll see if I have enough time today. We'll see if I have to do it tomorrow. All right, let's get our guy into his arm mode, and we can finish off Mr. Bruticus. Dude, it's been such a long time, as I've been mentioning in the other segments. It's like the 5th day that I'm working on this right now. Oh, lordy. I wish I had some more time, but it's absolutely knucking futs right now. Crazy wazy at work. And if you watched the Blast Off video, you know, like, this is all going to be pretty familiar to you, in that you just got to untab and undo all of these things and do a little bit of separation work. There we go. This guy. Ooh. That just all came apart. I wasn't necessarily trying to do that. At the same time, I didn't really tab everything in too tightly, and so that's fine. It was going to do all of that anyway. And dude, the table's all like shaking and stuff because my man over there is pretty heavy. All right, so cool. We got all of this open, right? And so this section is going to bend down, and it's going to fold in like that. Same thing over there. And I was going to say, my man is actually tilting a little bit to the right, and I think, or excuse me, to the left, and I think it's because he doesn't have the right arm. And so hopefully that will be addressed once this guy's all done. And so the main thing is just to open all of this goodness up. Yeah, it's crazy how you just have to origami him all like open, you know. And then this will fold up, and if I can get some clearance over here, this will also fold up in there. And the same thing for this side, and all of that. Once you get the proper clearance, you don't really have to flex anything. It's just that I'm being stubborn right now. If you get it in the right angle, There you go. Then you're golden. You're golden. Why'd I make that noise? Then you're just going to fold these inward, squidward. And same thing for this bit as well, because those are all going to be hidden on the inside. I think it's just like that. Yeah, I think it is. Same thing for this side. You know what? I hope this has all been focused, and it hasn't been focusing on my man back there, but how about I lock the focus in like a professional would? And I'm a little bit less tired today, and so maybe you can hear the pep in my step. Actually, I don't really have a pep in my step. Not right now. I'm still super tired, dude. It's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy. So we're just going to fold that down. I think that's it. Oh, no. This bit. So this brown bit has to fold into this. I'm just trying to get the clearance right now. How do I best get the clearance? Maybe I wasn't meant to fold the tail up. Oh, okay. Yeah, like that. There we go. There we go, Johnny. Then after you've done that, you can start closing everything up. I know I'm making it look super awkward and cumbersome. I mean, it is kind of to some extent. There we go. There we go, Joe. This looks like it's bowing a little bit, doesn't it? Whatever. And once you close this up, you want to compress this upward. You don't want it like this, a la Combiner War, so to speak. You want to compress it upward, and you want that tab to lock in to the reg, into the leg, like so. And then this will also move up. And then you can tab this in as best as possible. It's much easier tabbing it in its shuttle mode than it is in its excuse me, the arm mode than the shuttle mode. That's one thing that I kind of learned. But you know what? This is bugging me. Looks awkward. I guess that's right. Shout out to my man, by the way. I'm forgetting your name right now, homie. He told me basically in the blast off video, or excuse me, the blast off video, that I had done this incorrectly, and he was absolutely right. And so after I modified that, there's less of a gap going on over here too. So if you're watching this, my friend, hey, big shout outs to you, dude. It's because of you that I was able to fix that, and so thank you so much. You know who you are. Yeah, we're getting there. Getting there. Push that up. This is all in there. That's all in there. Yeah, it's just very panely, that's all. And you got to get a foothold. Once you get one foothold, like, I don't know if this is the right one to do, or maybe I should have this plugged in first. Yeah, and if you find that you have difficulty aligning that, just make sure that the knee is pressed in the proper direction. Otherwise, you won't be able to get that alignment. And all of them have that knee kind of mechanism, which I actually think is pretty ingenious. It's a very different way of doing things, but no, I dig it. And so we can swing that all down. And then we can bring that up. We can fold that up, fold that up. Now we can bring these together, Heather. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do one thing, and that's this part. Where's my spudger? Got to open up this front section, because what's going to happen? I'm wondering if, can I just... Yeah. This section over here is going to come down, because that's going to reveal the locking mechanism. And only after you've slipped this on will you actually close everything. So that's kind of smart, man. That's actually a very cool way of doing it. But for the time being, let's just focus on getting the legs closed. Ugh. I hate the fact that pushing this together will cause it to untab from its other mechanism. That's my chief complaint with Blast Off. And again, I don't have them in front of me, but if I was a pro, I would have done it. To get this to cinch up, I just grabbed the soft nose pliers and I squeezed those bits together, but that's not happening right now. And that's fine. I don't know if you need to close this up or not. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference. He'll be sliding in there. We'll be closing these up, making sure that we can close this and compress it as best as possible, because the hand will slip on there. Hold up. There we go. And remember, when you bring out the elbow, and technically you're supposed to lock this bit in. I don't really feel like doing that right now. And this will lock up later, but the elbow joint is here. It's not here. So just be mindful when you're opening it up like that. And then from here, we can just plug in the fist, but it will only plug in if everything is squeezed together properly. Oops. If everything is squeezed together properly. Hey, where'd the fist go? Dude, and the fingers are done so well, man. They feel so firm and big and chunky, and you know they can do that because of the afforded real estate. And come on, there we go. There we go, Johnny. Cool, 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 cool tools. You guys know that? Probably not. It's old toy from the '90s, I think. Cool, 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 cool tool. Anyway, that was our jingle slogan or whatever that's called. Okay, so now I'm going to go slip this on. You can't see my man over there. Hold on, let me see if I can get him to sit down so you can see this happen, okay? Dude, he's like a toddler. He's so big. He's so big. We'll just slip that on like that. And then you can close everything up like that. And there he goes. And that's the video, my friend. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let me prop him up. And I don't know. I got to figure out how I'm going to take a picture of this because he's so big. But let me prop him up and then we can examine him properly, okay? All right, so I had to zoom out 0.5. And here he is. Just absolutely incredible. Absolutely massive. Tremendous amount of presence and aura about him. I will say he is not without his flaws because he is a combiner, obviously, and because he's made of huge, heavy, chunky masterpiece dudes. I wouldn't just like grab his limbs and be like, wah, 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 wah. I wouldn't do that. I would be careful about posing it, you know? And this one, actually, he kind of likes to fall off a little bit. He likes to slide off, but it happened once. But other than that, that's okay. This seems to be okay in terms of spinning it. But the ratchets are really tight, and you're able to do it because this has weight to it, you know? But again, I would be pretty careful. These things, yes, he can do it. And he even has a he has a drop down hip. I think he does. I thought he did. Oh. I swear he did, but maybe not. But either way, it doesn't matter. You know, I'm pretty sure he had a drop down hip. But now's not the time for me to be fidgeting around with this. He has articulation in the knee, and he does it correctly, appropriately, and he can get into some cool stances, but at the same time, he's going to be limited because, yeah, so it does have a separate, it's not a drop down hip, but, and the joints are very tight, as you can hear me about to take a dump right now in my pants. It's a very, very, very formidable, very impressive piece and would look great on any shelf. If you're looking for a full-on articulation test, check out some of the other folks' video. I don't think I could quite do it. Like, I would love him to bend forward, but that thing that I mentioned to you earlier, he could do this, but this second one that allows him to come forward, it's just too tight for my comfort level. And so I'm not going to do that. His head spins around. His neck joint and head joint are on two separate pieces, but mostly he'll spin by his neck, and that's pretty tight. The eyes are translucent, almost alluding to a future where maybe he has some like light up gimmicks kind of built in. He does have a waist swivel. And he's well put together. Like, he's not gonna fall apart or anything like that, but he is extremely heavy, you know? And I never figured out what these are for, by the way. They have these little spring-loaded buttons here, and I'm not sure if that's supposed to release the armor, because I think you can swap in the silver legs for the other version, you know what I mean? Cleans up pretty well. I mean, you can still see the hands and parts of Onslaught over here, but I don't think too many folks are posing their figures from the back, and so that's fine. He looks really gallant, man. He has a really, really strong aura and presence about him. If you saw this on anyone's shelf, he would command your attention. You'd be like, what is that guy? I mean, he commands mine in front of me, and he's massive. He's like a baby. He honestly is. He's like infant size. Quite heavy too. I'm kind of out of breath, and maybe that just reflects on how out of shape I am. But I've been exercising regularly, dude. But anyway, that part's kind of like hanging out. We don't have his main cannon. That's okay. It's probably going to be included in some type of future release or something like that. And I never did figure out whether the tire is supposed to be out, or I think it's supposed to fold up another way. But there's so many other better things. There's so many things going on here that are better than this, that it makes me just kind of ignore all of that. If you got the change and you can afford this and you're a Bruticus fan, I think you're going to like him a lot. You're going to like him a lot. Even if you don't want him in his Bruticus form, the individual Combaticons are just chef's kiss. They're really, really nice. They're not perfect 10s, but they're all at least an 8. And I think I think that's a really strong statement to be able to make for a team. They're all 8s, minimum. Combined form, I give it a 7.5 or an 8. It's very, 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 very impressive. Not completely finessed, not without its flaws, but extremely, extremely impressive. And I know I'm just talking, I'm not doing anything with this right now at this point, but he's so good to look at, you know? I mean, sorry, I dropped the camera. Anyway, yeah, like I said, he's super cool, man. I don't know what else to say. It took some time to configure everybody and get here, and it took me several days to do this, but it was well worth the effort. I think he's just absolutely gorgeous. I think he's beautiful. And again, if you got the change and you're a Bruticus fan and you're into MPs, get this guy. I don't think you'll be sad about it at all. Again, for me, for TF Safari, for Magic Square, for you guys, appreciate you being here. Tune in next time, and hopefully I can pump out some more videos. Like, I mean, I used to do daily, right? Long form video, short form video. It's like, oh man, it's eating away at me that I can't stick to my normal production schedule. But like I said, work is crazy. Work is crazy wazy right now. But anyway, I will catch you all another time. And if you've watched to the end of this video, man, you are a legend. Legend. I don't know, as much as I like this guy, to be honest, I kind of catch and release. So if I'm crazy enough, I may just give this guy away in a giveaway or something like that. Oh, but big Christmas giveaway coming up, sponsored by TF Safari. Look for that in the long form videos very soon. I'll probably have it out in the 1st or 2nd week of December, okay? I'll talk to you next time. Bye.